under the vice president at the time of Theodore Roosevelt. So we've actually had bioweapons programs in operation for over a century in America. The virus originated in Fort Lupton, Kansas, beside a military base. And if you line up the DNA letters are a perfect match for the human WSN33 human strain of virus, which is the oldest strain in American databases, and the Iowa pig flu strain from 1930s. The oldest strains, you can line up the DNA letters and show that the 1918 flu is a human-pig hybrid.
I told you they're going to hit us with the avian flu. And if they do that, that means that they're going to have a lot of bodies quickly that they have to dispose of. So while they're disposing of the bodies, they're going to need to put the bodies somewhere to try and stop the spread of the disease. So where do you think they're going to put the bodies? Think about it. They're building massive amounts of coffins. In this one field, there's over 500,000 FEMA coffins. We don't know if FEMA was actually the contractor, but we do know that they are coffins. I've been told reports that there's over 20 million of these coffins underground, and that they're building so many they don't have any more room left, so now they're posting them all over the place. This is just one video that I posted about the coffins. Look, they're stacked 20 to 30 high, and if you look at the coordinates I posted next to the video, you'll see that on Google Earth this field is miles long. It's not just meters or yards, it's miles. Look at this. Sadly, when people saw this video, about 50% of the people didn't believe. They thought this was some kind of a toolbox, okay? Alright, just for fun, take a look. Farm boxes, look at that, right there. He says it's a farm box. I'm stupid and this is propaganda, just another way to keep people's self-esteem low, by making them aware. Why would they use coffins? Why don't you do your homework? Where are they going to bury us? LOL. Look at this. A lot of people are leaving comments that are pretty upsetting. Take off your tinfoil caps. I mean, come on. And at the very end, finally somebody leaves a halfway decent comment. But all these idiots, and you are all idiots, all you guys had to do is go right up here, open information, I know it's hard, and take a good look. They are coffins, and they're meant for you and your entire family. Take a good look. I mean, I'm not making this stuff up. Adult vaults are also available in oversized and youth sizes. Come on, they're even making them for babies. Are you kidding me? Oversized 1 and 2 and 3, made in airseal model. I mean, take a look at this. They're even making them for children, man. Come on. When will you people wake up? I'm not making this stuff up. Everything I tell you is true. Look it right there. It's the same damn coffin you just saw in that field. Come on, man, wake up. Look at what this says right here. Need we say more? Think about it. This isn't a joke, man. I haven't been wrong about anything I've told you. I told you something bad would happen on 8808. Didn't it? Didn't thousands of people die on 8808? Between Georgia and Russia, and now we're getting into the middle of that? I told people the economy would crash in September. Nobody's listening to me. Look at the economy. I mean, come on, people. Wake up. Do something about this. Why don't you join groups that actually want to fight this, like us, the EDF? Or do you just want to stay asleep until it's too late? Until there's nobody left to fight? People said World War II could never happen again. Well, guess what? Take a look. Go on in front of my page and take a look. Look at the front of my page. Come on, I have stuff about concentration camps. They're building them again. Not for the Japanese this time like they did last World War. They're building it for us. Breaking news, 880 attack that I told people about. The start of World War III. Why don't you look at these videos I posted before you make such stupid comments? Just take a look. It's all coming true. Everything I have told you is coming true.
The issue is not the election.
Why don't you pay attention
to this?
The election is a battle in a war. It is not something unto itself. The result of this election in itself is a matter of indifference. It's a question of how the battle is won and lost, which is important. But there's another issue here. There's also an issue of
World War III. And World War III is between the British Empire, better known as the Anglo-Dutch liberal banking financial system on the one side, and the principal nations of Eurasia, Russia, China, India, and other nations are the targets of intended warfare by the British Empire, which is already turning Europe into a mere colony of the British Empire through the program of the Lisbon Treaty. If the Lisbon Treaty were adopted, and is being pushed for adoption now, there would not be a single nation on the continent of Europe west of Belarus and Russia which had any sovereignty whatsoever. The British Empire would control the entirety of that region of Europe, from Portugal to the borders of Belarus and Russia, as a puppet of the Anglo-Dutch liberal financial interests. It is those interests represented in the United States for a long time have taken over control of the US dollar, control of the United States. Now they're moving in for the kill. The same cartel that put Mussolini into power in Italy, the same cartel that put Hitler into power in Germany. And we're now at the brink of something like a Hitler power taking over the United States. If they grab the United States, then they will grab all of Europe under the Lisbon Treaty. If they control the United States and the parts of Europe under the Lisbon Treaty, then you will have an actual fighting war emerging on this planet. You will have dictatorship. You will have mass starvation. The elimination of whole sections of the population of parts of the world through starvation. And that's part of the British program. It's the food war. That's the situation. We're not dealing with an election. We're dealing with whether there is in the United States, in the top layers of society, the moral fitness to survive. And so far the vote is in the leadership of the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. Neither is morally fit to survive. They're as unmorally fit to survive as the people who backed Mussolini and backed Hitler back in the 1920s and the 1930s. And if we allow this to happen, we will get the same kind of treatment that the victims of Mussolini, Hitler, and so forth suffered. That's where we stand. We have to win this war against that evil empire.
level of evil is beyond imagination.